Hey, what's going, y'all? It is yours truly once again. Fellas. Never try to utilize her nature.
No.
At least that's just pretty much what I would highly encourage you all not to do. What got me wanting to talk about this in the first place was based on a few uploads that I've seen out here on YouTube talking about this subject matter of how you got to learn how to utilize her nature. And I thought to myself, these folks have no idea what they're talking about. So I've always said in my channel that male nature is godly and female nature is ungodly. So I've always thought most of these guys talk about just in general about female nature without them really knowing what female nature is, but yet they're still trying to understand female nature. And a lot of them think they have understood female nature, when female nature is that one thing that you should never try to understand. Now, granted, I always make the difference between female nature and woman nature. So if one did say utilize her nature, it should be for her woman nature and not for her female nature. But a lot of these guys talk mostly about her female nature instead. So I guess in many ways they want to try in many ways to turn the demon into the redeemed, which that's pretty much impossible. But then you'll have some white knight type of guy probably say to himself, I'm possible, because that's what impossible really means. But he's sadly mistaken, because, like I said, in many ways, you only want to be around her woman nature, not her female nature. You cannot, and I repeat, you cannot utilize her female nature. Her female nature is not meant to be utilized. If anything, the feminine gender that's less of a woman, she's going to use her female nature against you because she doesn't want to be your kind of woman. So I'd say this in a nutshell, fellas. Up to you what you choose to do, but female nature is not something that I personally like to pursue. You know, all this to really say that for you to be a certain type of man, it doesn't take for you to want to utilize her nature in order for you to be a certain type of man. Because it seems, with a lot of what I hear from these content creators, they see no other way to deal with the feminine gender besides more or less accept her nature. No, you don't fully accept her nature. You don't fully accept her nature. You might initially accept her nature because that's part of your inner feminine that sees her inner masculine a certain way. But your outer masculine will bring order to her outer feminine that's being chaotic. Chaos. Order over the chaos. You only want to utilize her woman nature, not her female nature, if you're going to utilize any aspect of her nature in the first place. Signing out.